Hi, this is Dave from Lego Masters.
This is Richard from Lego Masters,
and you're watching TalkBricks.
And you're watching TalkBricks.
Hey guys, Michael here, and I'm back to talk bricks. Today we're talking This Week in Bonus Lego News, where every Saturday I bring you the Lego stories you need to know. We've got another awesome week with the details of the Muppet Minifigures. Which sets are coming from Lightyear? Garmadon returns in a new comic. November store calendar and promotions. Plus, could we be getting a stadium for Real Madrid? And what's next for Classic Space? This video is brought to you by my Lego Masters podcast, TalkBricks Masters. This week we've got a postseason recap with Dave and Richard to break down every single challenge. And you can listen to this episode on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or more using the links in the description below. And I'll kick off another round of the weekly giveaway. Just subscribe and leave a comment about this week's news. And of course, I'm back with Lego deals from Amazon and across the web. So if you want to pick anything up to support the channel, there's links in the description below. First up over at Target, you can still get a $10 gift card with $50 of select Lego sets. Next up over at Best Buy, the Lego Super Mario Piranha Plant Power Slide is 50% off. At Amazon, the Lego Technic Land Rover Defender is 20% off. And from Lego Star Wars, the Millennium Falcon, Kylo Ren Shuttle, and Yoda sets are also 20% off. From Lego City, the Tuning Workshop is 21% off, and the Deep Space Rocket and Launch Control is 20% off. From Lego Friends, the Forest Waterfall is 30% off. The Lego Video Punk Pirate Beatbox is 25% off, and the Lego DC Wonder Woman vs. Cheetah is 31% off. Plus, over at Lego, with an over $100 Harry Potter purchase, you can get the Gryffindor dorm set for free. And if you want to pick anything up and support the channel, you can find these deals and more in the description below. Next up, thanks to Promo Bricks, we've got the full breakdown of the minifigures coming in the Muppets Collectible Minifigure series. First up, it wouldn't be the Muppets series without Kermit the Frog, who I'm excited about. Next, of course, we've got the iconic Miss Piggy, and I'm curious which outfit she'll be in. Next up, we've got Fozzie Bear, and I'm curious to see if he'll have a removable hat. Next, we've got Gonzo, and I think that will be a really unique molded head. Next, we've got Rowlf the Dog, and I'm curious if they can fit a whole piano in a polybag. Next, we've got the hilarious Swedish Chef, and I wonder if his chef hat will be the existing piece. Next, of course, we've got Animal, who's a huge fan favorite, and we've got his bandmate Janice, who's always a fun one. There are two iconic duos with Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker, who I just love. And the final two characters are Statler and Waldorf, those classic Muppet Show critics. I'm super excited about the ones they chose, but as a huge Muppets fan, there's definitely some ones I would love to see. I'm sad we didn't get to see Scooter or Sam Eagle, not to mention Pepe, Rizzo, or even newer characters like Walter. Plus, with us getting Animal and Janice, it would have been great to get the whole band from Electric Mayhem. But either way, I'm just so pumped we're getting this and can't wait to see the final designs. Next up, this week we got the trailer for the new Disney Pixar film, Lightyear. As I mentioned in a previous video, there will be 3 Lego sets coming out for the film, so I thought it'd be fun to take a look at some of the designs and see what we might get as Lego sets. At the start of the film, we see this spacecraft that Buzz is testing out, and I think this one would make a perfect Lego set. This ship is a good size and features really unique shaping, and it almost looks like a ship from the Star Wars line. Later in the trailer, we see them testing out maybe an updated version of this ship as well, so I could easily see it being this one, if not both. In the trailer, there's also a couple shots of Star Command base, and I think that many of the elements here, if not the base itself, would make great sets. And I can even see a build like the small rover being that $20 set. And while we didn't see much, there's definitely some sinister elements to the story, so I could definitely see a set or two coming from this half of things. We see Buzz in a few different outfits in the movie, so I'm hoping we'll get a couple versions of the character. And without a doubt, we'll definitely see him in this version of the suit. Plus, I could easily see us getting characters like Hawthorne, and I have to imagine we'll get this robot cat and maybe some of these other fun robot characters. Or perhaps Star Command Security, these Zurg-like robots, and maybe even a Zurg minifigure again. But in any case, I can't wait to see the movie and the sets. Next up, this week, the comic company Skybound had their Halloween Expo, and they were teasing this Lego panel for a long time. The top secret panel was all about Ninjago and featured plenty of fun guests, including the series creator. And at the event, they announced an all-new title, Garmadon, which is a 5-part series. Interestingly, this series is canon to the TV show and picks up from the last time that we saw Garmadon, which will finally answer the question of what he's been up to all this time. I think it's awesome that LEGO's getting an official comic book for Ninjago, and I think it'll be very interesting to see what happens to Garmadon, and the first issue will be coming out on April 6, 2022. Next up, thanks to Promo Bricks, after getting stadium sets from Manchester United and FC Barcelona, it's looking like we're going to be getting a 3rd stadium next year for Real Madrid. That's right, it's looking like Estadio Santiago Bernabéu is the next stadium in the line. The stadium itself is massive, holding over 81,000 spectators, but it's unclear if the model will feature the classic design or this more modern design. But either way, I'd expect it to be quite large, as it's rumored to retail for €330. Accompanying the set is also another promotional set like this one for FC Barcelona, which I really enjoyed, so I'm curious to see what'll come out out for this one. While I can't say the set will be for me, I really can't wait to see it next year when it comes out in store. And speaking of LEGO stores, this week we got the November store calendar. In addition to highlighting LEGO's Build to Give charity event, it also reveals a brand new promotion, where from the 8th through the 14th, you can get this free coffee cart with purchases over $65. Which reminds me of that Target exclusive, Bean There, Donut That. I really like this set and would look great in a LEGO city. The coffee cart has a colorful round design, and as we look inside, we can see all the equipment and sticker detail for the menus. Plus, I really love the brick-built sign. There's a small table with an umbrella and a cool minifigure on a bike, not to mention the barista. And I think I'll try to pick this one up. Plus, we know that Black Friday will be back, and thanks to LEGO's website, we also know VIP weekend will be back, and we'll find out all the promotions starting on November 15th. And last year, there was a lot of really good ones, so I'm very excited to see what they bring this year. And the calendar also features the Home Alone set, which is coming out on November 1st, in addition to tons of other great sets like the Batmobile, as well as all the new The Batman sets. And don't forget, if you want to pick up any of those sets and support the channel, there's links in the description below. Next up in LEGO Ideas news, the LEGO Emergency Box was the latest project to hit 10,000 supporters on the platform. The project's design features a small case with a brick separator, where you could break the glass theoretically in case of emergency. While the build is nothing too crazy, the concept is quite silly, and I think it would be a funny set to see on shelves. But as only a couple projects get chosen each round, I wonder how this one will do, but as always, we'll have to wait and see. And in other LEGO Ideas news, from the You're the Missing Piece contest, we knew that one of the selections could be chosen to be a real LEGO puzzle, and we now have the results. And the winning puzzle is the Minifigure Space Mission. I really loved this classic space design, and it's a little bit like a Where's Waldo, as there's a lot of funny details and hidden Easter eggs throughout. And you'll be able to pick up this puzzle when it comes out May 2022. 2022 also marks the return of the London Toy Fair. After being cancelled over the last couple of years, the Toy Fair is back, and LEGO is going to be back with it, presenting again in the Olympia Room. While it's unclear what LEGO will be showing off, sometimes we do get some news around the event, so I'm very excited. Next up, this week we got the designer video for the Hogwarts Icons Collector's Edition. And in the video, we got to hear from designer Marcos Bessa about all the details behind the set. I found it interesting that this set's 20th anniversary figures were chosen in part because these are the first characters that we see in the first film. Also, while the vast majority of parts are printed in this set, they wanted the labels and the bottles to be stickers because that's how they'd be in real life. He also talked about the unique techniques to make the golden snitch and the new parts that were created, like the frames for Harry's glasses. But if you want to check out the full video, there's a link in the description below, and if you want to pick up the set and support the channel, there's a link to that too. Next up, this week the LEGO Group announced 10 building instructions for a better world, which is an initiative to voice the concerns of 6,000 young people about what they look for in a better world to help inform world leaders. These building instructions are meant to inform leaders about what young people think we can do to help protect the environment, as everything outlined is what young people believe needs to happen if we're going to tackle the climate crisis and create a more sustainable future. On the whole, I think this is actually pretty awesome, and it's a really simplified way of conveying these larger topics. And I think it's really great that LEGO's getting themselves involved and creating more change on their own products and processes as well. So there you have it, folks. That was this week in bonus LEGO news, and there's definitely a lot of really fun stuff coming next year. I personally am so excited about the Muppets, as I really loved all the Sesame Street minifigures. I can't wait to see these characters in minifigure form. Not to mention, Lightyear looks really exciting, and I can't wait to see those sets and that new stadium in person. And as you know, I love a good promo. I can't wait to see what's going to be announced for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and VIP weekend. Be sure to leave this video a thumbs up down below if you're as excited as me, and don't forget to subscribe because I'll be back next Saturday with even more LEGO news. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think about all the stories? And which one are you most excited about? And now we've got this week's giveaway winner. Congratulations! And be sure to email me from the About page on my channel so we can coordinate about the prize. And if you want to enter this week's round, just leave me a comment about this week's news. You must be a subscriber to win. And definitely turn on notifications to find out when my next video is posted, because I'll be announcing the winners at the end of some of the videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one! Hey guys, Michael here. Click to watch last week's video featuring Home Alone, Minifigure Series 22, and Star Wars Castaways, and don't forget to subscribe.